In this video, we're going to look at character or font formatting. I have started this great document and I've started writing it. My partner was writing the second half of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm at the end of my paragraph here. I'm going to press enter. I go to the insert ribbon and there is the text group. And in that little icon right there, we're going to go text from file. I use this when we have maybe distributed sections of a report to different people. So I'll click text from file and I'll navigate to where that file is. And then all I have to do is select that document and click insert. It inserts all of the text that came out of that document. What font formatting or character formatting, you'll find it on the home ribbon, and everything that's in this font group is character formatting. With character formatting, you have to select the text. So for example, this quote right here, this is an attribute and they have, looks like they've made it italics. So I can go ahead, I'm going to go and undo. Another way to look at that is to go to the dialog launcher and we can see it's Arial. Right here it doesn't show that it's italic, but I can make it italic. I can change the font size. Typically regular font is 10 to 12 and I'll click OK. So that's another way to apply character formatting. One thing that if I click on the styles, and we're going to talk about styles in a little bit here, is styles, there is a style inspector. If I click on the style inspector, wherever I click, it tells me what is going on here. So if I click here, it says after line spacing at, and I can click and it's 15 points for line spacing. Default, Arial, 9-point italic, and it's custom. I can also use this style inspector to clear. So if I click right here and I'll highlight this quote right here, if I come down here, clear character formatting. Okay, I just got rid of all of that character formatting. I'm going to go ahead and click undo. Now this one up here, we haven't talked about paragraph formatting, that's next week. But with the style inspector, I can go ahead and clear paragraph formatting as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and click undo. It's very, very cool. And then reset is a little different. It takes whatever the normal is and resets it, and then I can reset and clear the paragraph style. So that's one way. In the book they show you how to clear formatting is on the home ribbon in the font group. This clears both paragraph formatting and character formatting. It clears up everything. Now a keyboard way of doing it is if you want to get rid of character formatting, you would push Control Spacebar. Control Spacebar removes the character formatting. That's this one right here. If you like a keyboard shortcut for removing paragraph, that's Control Q. Alright, my thing about paragraph formatting, it's fine if you're only going to do it once or twice, but if you're going to be doing it a lot, I really recommend creating a style. So what is a style? And remember I clicked on this style dialog launcher and that displayed this box right here. I'm just going to address two different styles. When you see the paragraph and the letter A, that means it contains paragraph and font, and then A just means it only contains paragraph. So if I double click on the word great here to select it, and I come over here and I hover my mouse over emphasis or subtle emphasis, I can click and I applied that character style. I could also change it to strong. So if I do that, one beautiful thing, and I'll just click and I'll apply strong to a couple of these. I prefer when I'm writing how-to documents, when I'm doing formatting, I use a character style, because what happens if I want to modify that particular style? Well, I'm very visual, so one way I could do that is if I want to change the font color, maybe I want it to be this orange accent to darker 25%. I will select on that, and maybe I want it to be a little bit bigger, like 14 points. I can also give it an effect if I'd like to. Now, what I can do, notice I've applied formatting on top of the style strong. If I would like strong to be like that in all the other places, what I would do is right click and I'd say update strong to match selection. And now you'll notice that knowing and experts where the style has been applied is updated as well. To me, styles are a huge time saver, and they also add consistency in your document. Once you have your style set up, it's wonderful. You just apply the style, and if you need to make changes, update it once. The other technique that they talk about in your book is Format Painter. Again, that's good if you are going to be doing it a few times. So for example, I will format this, maybe I'll underline, I rarely underline, but that's okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and click here on the dialog launcher. I can go ahead and do double strike through, superscript, small caps. Now if I click on the advanced tab, there is some character spacing, and we used to call that kerning. But in the old days, if I had a title, I could say expanded, and it's measured in points, or I can say condensed, and it's really kind of fun to, like with Halloween, you can make it condensed. Now position, this is your baseline, and so right now it's in the normal position. If I want it above the baseline, I'd click raised, and I can tell it how many points above the baseline, or lowered below the baseline. Okay, so kerning for fonts, 11 points. Now, I'm not going to get into literatures, but it's how you have the tail on your, when you're writing. It makes it look more normal. Number spacing, you can dictate if it's proportional or tabular. One of the reasons you would do tabular is when you're doing an accounting style document, you'd like them to line up. So you would pick tabular number spacing instead of proportional. Number forms, you can do old style lining, and then stylistic sets, you can pick your different stylistic sets. So I'm going to click OK. Now I can use the Format Painter, and if I click once, I can double click on the word department and see how it applies that style. Now, notice my Format Painter is off already. If I double click the Format Painter, it stays on, so I can double click on a couple different words and it stays on. When I'm ready to turn it off, I just go right back to the Format Painter. If you have any questions about character formatting, post it on the discussion